the story of Cwecwe, the Cwecwe story, the Bergview College principal that was somehow suspected to have been the accused on the story. Well, I can confirm that as per the report, it has been confirmed that the principal has laid criminal charges against Fikile Mbalula as well as leader Julius Malema. Somehow, this situation deteriorated into a political play. It became a political game of some sort. It is actually playing out as a political game instead of being about justice for Cwecwe. Nonetheless, I need to tell you that Julius Malema will be charged, as well as Fikile Mbalula will be charged. Now, fighters will be need to protect. Will be need to protect this one. But again, Ikaya News reported breaking news in the morning. You know what? These days they don't write. Sometimes they don't write breaking news. They just write just in. Right? Bergview College principal Jaco Peterson, who was falsely accused in the alleged rape of an Eastern Cape little girl, has laid charges against ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula and EFF Julius Malema. Okay. The charges are criminal injury, intimidation, and contravention of what? I don't know. So, I want us to deliberate on this matter. It's a bit tricky for me personally. I'll tell you that. I don't know where I stand. I don't know where I am with everything that is happening at this moment. And I don't know where I should stand. This is one story where I just go like, I don't know what's going on. And I cannot tell. I just don't know what's going on. Do you understand what's going on? I don't. Okay, probably you wondering, Bongs, what do you mean you don't understand what's going on? First of all, what's the latest on Cwecwe? I don't know. What was the conclusion of the whole thing? Because we knew that they were going to submit another thing or docket to the NPA because at first the NPA withdrew the charges. So what's going on? Again, we have never been updated about that. So that's why I've got mixed feeling about it. Nonetheless, before I continue, let's start here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people. Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the Super Thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. All right, so just to remind you, the problem we have is that we are 2-minute noodles. We remember, we care about something as long as it is trending. As soon as it stops trending, then we forget about anything and everything, right? That's the problem about us people. We care about something as long as it's trending. So where are the people that seems to care about Cwecwe? Only few. And that's another problem that we're facing. So you will look at this when there is apparently a GBV case. Oh, by the way, corrupt people think that GBV is when a woman is abused, when a child is abused. They don't know that GBV doesn't stand for women abuse and child abuse. It stands for being abused by people who are closer to you, supposed to be protecting you, such as your husband, such as your wife, such as your child, or you abusing your child. So it's not GBV when a woman is abusing a man. Yeah, it's not GBV. Nobody complains. GBV, they don't forget about it. It's only GBV. They only scream GBV when a child is abused or when a woman is abused. It's called GBV. For instance, the footage is so funny these days. I'm just talking about this 2-minute noodles, how we have become this 2-minute noodles mindset. The other time I watched a video where a police pushed journalist, a female journalist. Guess what? Pushing a journalist was called a GBV. I'm like, hey, Batum. So in other words, you can never disagree with a woman because otherwise you are emotionally abusing a woman. There's no distinction that can be drawn between a GBV and an argument, or every time when a man kills, or in a shootout when a woman dies, it's GBV. Even if it was just a road rage, GBV. Even if it was just a debate that turns heated, it's an emotional abuse to a woman. That's when you realize this thing is a scam. This thing, the trending, the thing that we follow things whilst they are trending, we just follow these things that seeks to sensationalize some things. It's a scam. And I hope you guys learn. Don't follow this sensationalism of things and all the stuff, but rather be true. Hate crime, hate abuse, be it when it is done towards females, males, or children. Hate it equally and act against it equally. You're going to build a proper society. Look now, because we are trend driven, where are these people who were out there showing out their, we have seen people becoming naked in the name of fighting justice for Cwecwe. They were saying they are sacrificing their bodies. You understand? Sacrificing their bodies for the justice of a young child. We saw some women, removing their everything. You know what I'm saying? We were like, is this justice for Cwecwe? I even said in one of my videos, why? Where are these people who were, you know what I'm saying? Where are they? Gone. Why? Because it's about trend. It's justice. Everybody is you will see them, you know what I'm saying, with this sign. As long as there's a story trending. And justice does not have to, the issue of justice and equality and everything does not have to be a matter of a trend. It's supposed to be a lifestyle where we say we are going to defend one another. When a woman is wrong, we will stand and say, you're wrong. When a man is wrong, we'll stand and say, you're wrong. Even when a child is wrong, we'll say, this child is wrong. You understand? Equally, we are protecting one another. We are keeping each other intact. We are checking upon each other. We are holding each other accountable. And from what I know, that's what families are supposed to be, where I as a man am being held accountable by my wife, and my wife will be held accountable by me, and we hold our children accountable. Our children hold us accountable. Here, I'll give an example how children hold their families accountable. I saw a video not long ago where a child was telling a parent that, you want me to tell daddy that you don't want me to tell daddy the truth that when you cheated on my dad. No, you cheated. Now you want to punish me for cheating. No. There are so many videos where children rebuke their parents. That is your child holding you accountable, and you should be ashamed. You cannot build your child just because your child is holding you accountable. I don't believe in that. You are being held accountable. Some children, we saw videos from children who are saying, but you told me that I should doing this. Why are you doing the opposite? That's your child holding you accountable. And that's what family is all about. Holding each other accountable. You understand? And that's what we should be advocating for. And that's what we should be living. Not this thing of us following trends. Justice, as long as there's a matter that is trending. The reason we are trend driven is because we don't live the lifestyle that we're supposed to be living. It only excites us because it is trending. But if we are to teach one another, educate one another to live a life of being held accountable, justice concept of being held accountable, it is enough to build or rebuild our society. There's a problem of people who just don't want to be held accountable. You understand? Me, I can never bow down to a man. Who said you should bow down to a man to begin with, right? No, me, I don't care about her feelings, right? She wants me to do these things and this. I don't care about it. Listen, if a man understands respect because you are kneeling down to him, you should kneel down not because you are forced to do so, but you should kneel down because you want to love your man based on how he perceived love. If your woman says she perceives to be loved when she's receiving those molanyana gifts, your chocolates, your flowers, being picked up, you know what I'm saying? You should be doing it not because you like it, but because it's how she perceived love. You need to love her based on how she wants to be loved. You need to love him based on how he wants to be loved, not how you want to love him. That's when society becomes a better place to be. When we understand it's not about you, it's about the other person. And the other person knows that it's not about them, it's about you. Vice versa, it creates a community. That is what you're supposed to be living on a day-to-day basis. But because we are not living that, we are now driven by trends. When those trends are down, when it died down, everything died down, it goes back, we go back to normal. We go back to our normal life. What happened to justice for Cwecwe? You will only hear it there and there. There are those few people who are still concerned about it, but they are few. What about the majority of us? Quiet. Because it was a matter of trends. It was never a matter of a lifestyle. Even those feminists who comes out and say, it's a lifestyle, what? Where are they now? Now that the story is not trending, where are those people? You see the problem of sensationalization of truth or of a situation. It leaves you dry. It exposes a lot of people. So what I'm saying is, I am of the view that if we are to build a society, and I want to conclude this, if we are to build society, we need to hold each other accountable. We need to go into marriage, if we are to get married, with this thing that I'm going there to be held accountable. Yeah. I know there's a song by Ulomchita. I know we digressed a bit, but it's important for me to bring this aspect. There's a song by Kuzaneti. Ethi umshado akuloni ijele noma. But at the end of the day, when you sit down and you look at it, umshado ijele. Marriage is prison for both men and women. It should be prison because you don't do as you please anymore. Your wife will come and say, "Hey, you've been wearing this jersey for the past 3 days. You need to change." You will change because your wife says so, not because really you want to, right? So are you going to call that a jail? No, it's not a jail. It's because the other person sees themselves in you. So you are the best representation of your partner. So when your partner says you are naked, you need to understand that you need to go and dress. Your partner feels that you are naked because you are a representation of your other partner. But because we've become this society where we just want to do as we please, we don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to be, a man does not want to be held accountable by his wife. The wife does not want to be held accountable by the husband. Qhutshwa lama feelings ke manje la lama trends lawa mawaphela phela everything died down because it was never about the truth. It was just about the feeling, the sensationalization of the actual truth instead of living the truth. What happens to justice for Cwecwe? Everybody's quiet. Why? Because it was never from your heart. It was something that you were saying it out of excitement. But had you, if it was you were living on a day-to-day basis, people will be held accountable even today. The story will still make headlines even today because it's your lived experience. It's who you are on a day-to-day basis. But because you are acting it takes a week, it dies down. It's a matter of fact. That's how you see that we don't live these things. We're just acting it. We're acting concerned. We're acting worried, but we're not necessarily worried. We are acting these things. So sad. But tell me your thoughts and your opinion in the comment section below. I'm so sad. I'm upset when I look at these things. That's why I'm upset.